everyone, welcome to the channel. Ebby here. I have my Louis Vuitton planners here in front of me. I have all three sizes. I have the PM Agenda, which is equivalent to a pocket size planner. I have the MM Agenda, which is a personal size planner. And then I have the GM Agenda, which is an A5 size planner. And I want to set all of these up, get these all refreshed and ready to go to be used for the upcoming year. I've had the trio set of agendas now for a number of years and they've held up nicely. I just store them in dust bags when I'm not using these planners. And I've also added a fourth agenda. About a year or so ago, I purchased the Louis Vuitton desk agenda. And so I have all four of them. I absolutely love them. These are really good quality planners. I haven't had any issues with them. The rings have held up nicely. And like I said, I just store them in dust bags when I'm not using them. But I was wanting to use all of them for the upcoming calendar year, so I'm going to get them set up with you right now. The PM Agenda is the smallest of the set. It's a pocket-sized planner. It has gold rings on the inside. They're rather tiny. I do want to switch these out eventually. I've seen a couple of other planner videos that people have ordered some rings and have replaced them for like a larger size, and they fit perfectly. I believe from the Giglio brand of planners, they sell rings that you can purchase and kind of like take these out and add the new ones. So I want to try that. And then I also have my MM Agenda here, which is a personal size planner. This one gets the most use. It's an easier planner to sort of kind of carry around in my bag on a day-to-day basis. But with this one, I was just going to set this up with just some plain paper and kind of use it as a checkoff system. I have the original ruler still. I can't believe I still have the ruler that came with the planner, but it still has really good like gold foiling on it. I haven't used it very much, so it still looks brand new, but I have the ruler for that one. I think I have the ruler for the PM size as well. It's somewhere in my planner supply stash. And then I have the GM Agenda here, and this also has the original ruler. Like I said, I can't believe I still have the rulers that came with my planner, but the GM, I want to get this set up and use this for work purposes. I feel like the GM Agenda is the great size to use for work. I can keep meeting notes in here, just any kind of notes I want to use for referencing in my classroom. And so I thought I would set this up for that. Okay, so moving on to the supplies that I'm going to be using to set up my planners. I like to use a really nice quality printer paper. I just buy this online. All of the supplies that I'm going to show you in the video, I will link down below. The paper that I use is a 32-pound paper weight. It's a 32-pound weight paper. It's a nice, not a super white, but sort of a kind of like a off-white paper. It's really nice quality. It's great for like Sharpie pens, gel pens, ink pens, and pencil. And I have a set of templates here that I'm going to trace to use in my planners. So I have a pocket size template, a personal size template, and a A5 size template, which is half letter. And I just cut those out of cardstock and have already pre-hole punched those so I can kind of get a sizing of where the holes will go when I use my paper punch here. And I really like this paper punch. It has the ability to kind of move around the little punch system there. And you can see it has like A5, personal, and pocket size all in one hole punch. So this is a really great to punch. I will also link that down below. So I have already traced out my template onto the paper, and I have just folded some paper in half to get the A5 size, which is half letter. You just kind of folded your paper in half and then tear those apart and then hole punch them on the side. So I've got a stack here for the A5 size. I also have a stack ready to go for the personal size, and I've already punched those as well. And then I've got the pocket there in the back, the pocket size there in the back, ready to go as well. So I have everything all ready to set up into my planners. All I did was just trace that original template, which is made out of cardstock. It's a little bit sturdier than the actual paper that I'm using. And I will keep that template either tucked in my planner, or I'll just store them away in a file and keep them in my desk so I can reference them later if I need to make more papers. But they're an exact size that fit perfectly for the planners. I'm really happy that I purchased this hole punch. I've always struggled in the past trying to get the proper hole placement when punching for the papers to put into my planner, but this hole punch really makes it a lot easier, especially since it has the markings already on the punch. But like I said, I'm getting it all set up here and everything fits perfectly with the planners. You can see that I'm getting it all sized up. And now I'll show you how I set up the papers in the planners. When I add the paper to the planner, all I do is I cut the rings of the paper slightly. As you can see, I'm using the scissors here and I'm just sort of cutting little slits into where the circles are. And this makes it a lot easier to add the paper to the planner or to remove the paper from the planner. It also helps to cut down on the use of opening up the rings inside the planner. I think that's why my planners have lasted so long. Like I said, I've had these for a number of years now, and the rings are still in great condition. I just, do my paper this way. It just makes it a lot easier, especially if you're constantly using your planner and removing papers or adding papers. It just makes it a lot easier to do so this way. Right now, I do have the rings open, but for the future, when I use this planner, I will just, pull the paper off the rings and then keep them closed all the time. And now I will just repeat this process for the other 2 planners, and then I'll be all done. So now that all 3 planners are set up with paper, I plan on using these agendas in 3 different ways. So my large size GM, I'm going to use that for work purposes. I'm going to keep track of notes for my classroom as well as like staff meeting. The MM agenda, the personal size agenda, I am a lister. So that's what I'm going to use my MM agenda for, is just strictly keeping like to-do list. And for my pocket size agenda, I'm going to strictly just use this for like a brain dump. I can quickly jot down like a grocery list or things that I need to do for a particular day or throughout the week. I can take this with me if I'm running errands, and if I see things, I can jot it down to go back to that store later on. And since my agendas are set up for just strictly notes, I'm being very simple with these planners, just kind of writing down quick to-dos, and no decorating, no sticker use, washi tape, or anything like that. I just want to keep it very simple. I'm going to be using some gel pens, ink pens, a pencil, a ruler, and some whiteout that I'll be keeping in my supply pouch. But other than that, that's how I'm going to be using my set of LV planners. I'm going to be using just some highlighters here. I've got a new pack here of mild liners that I'll be using. I love these colors. But I wanted to do this video with you guys and set these planners up so I can use all of them. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. Also click that notification bell so you'll instantly know when I post a video. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.